Hi, sweeties. How are you doing? Welcome to Simnaya. Thank you so much for the support. Hope you all are doing great. So I came across videos where Black people were talking about how some people could be very racist, especially through their videos. And sometimes when you see a video where a Black person is being pulled over by the cops and you go to the comment section, what you will see or hear, what you will see most especially will not be very nice. And all these things are the things people that look like me go through. And sometimes I am like, how do you people cope? How do you people manage all this? Because it's a whole lot. You know, there are sometimes, since I started talking about Black history, I mean, things that got to do with Black people, I think I became also very jealous. How? I don't want to hear anybody talk about my people. Yes. When I see some videos, I just like, just scroll by because you cannot tell me about my people. It's sad that we did not get to know on time. It is sad enough already that we didn't get to know about their ordeal, what they are passing through. But coming to know it now at this point in time, why do I have to listen to you tell my story, tell my people's story? And sincerely speaking, I am so sorry that we did not get to know about all this on time. They tell you about Black fatigue, Black guilt, and all that. But then, you know what? You are going to see names of Black people that in this very moment we cannot account for what happened to them. And you people want to tell us about Black fatigue. No, you cannot talk about Black fatigue. You can't say anything. Let us say what we are going through, not you telling us you don't know what Black people are going through. Because you don't know them. You've lived with them for how many years? You still do not know them. Let's get into this video.
Dear white people, no one is asking you to apologize for your ancestors. We're asking you to dismantle the systems of oppression they built that you maintain and benefit from. Now the question becomes, do you understand how you maintain and benefit from these systems of oppression? You know, this reminds me of a meme I used to love. It said that particular people do not want to be blamed for their ancestors' actions, but they sure as hell don't want to let go what their ancestors left for them. If you inherit a business and you believe the profits is the only thing you taking on and you ain't taking on none of the debt, it's kind of crazy. Do you understand how trust and distribution of wealth and how we pass things from generation to generation? I don't understand why this concept is so hard to grasp. In closing though, nobody blaming you for nothing. We just think it's your responsibility to help us deconstruct the systems that you maintain and benefit from. Amen. Education is elevation.
You want to know how I know that racism is alive and well? Do this. Go to one of those cop videos where they're pulling somebody over for speeding or stealing or something like that. Look at the comments. The comment section is disgusting with racist comments. Go back to Africa. It's always the basketball people. It's not all Black people, but it's always a Black person. Like, all the negative comments you will ever see is on all Black videos. If a white person does something in these videos, it's always they judge them off their individual actions. It's not the racist's fault. It's not the whole race. It's that one individual. And that's that mindset that they had during slavery, Jim Crow, How to Break a Slave, Willie Lynch letter. Like, it's that same group think, that group attitude towards Black people. You see it. I read them all the time in the comments of everybody ganging up and talking about how horrible Black people are in these videos. I mean, it's the engineering that the CIA wanted to cultivate in the Black community. For one, the image of the angry Black man. How the CIA wanted to destroy the Black community. Like, as we all know, they infiltrated the music. There's tons of rappers interviews saying how the CIA just wanted nothing but dark music. Hate, murder, kill, steal, destroy, shoot, gang music. They came to rappers. It was like, man, this is all we promote. And we see that, how that is affecting us today. Because that's all the type of music that's coming out. We see it in our media. The movies like Power and Ghost and all this stuff. It's all gangster stuff. It's all shoot 'em up, kill 'em up. That's it. Robberies. That's it. That's it. That's all you see. That's what they wanted to cultivate. They came into the houses, the marriages. They gave women incentives to leave their men, to kick the men out the house. They wanted to break down the black family structure. So we see all this today in the black neighborhoods. Systematic racism. They treating black neighborhoods, abandoning black neighborhoods, not giving any black neighborhoods funding, not giving black schools funding, pretty much doing everything they can to leave us behind. So now, we see these black people, and I feel like that it's the mentality that trickled down from slavery. They did a psychological number on us. You know what I'm saying? They did a psychological number on us. There's so much unhealed trauma. There's so many generational curses in the black community. And a lot of black communities outside of America cannot relate. Like in London, British, other places, Africa, a lot of black communities have no idea what it's like to grow up in a country that has so much racism enrooted in it. We are just a totally different breed of humans. And I feel like that has a lot to do with how kids and how people are acting out these days. If we grew up peachy clean, no abuse, no trauma, I feel like we wouldn't have these issues. But since we grew up with arguably the most trauma any human has ever endured, then you see the fruit of that in people's mentalities and their psyche. And that is the black community today.
Shit. The Pentagon is purging books. Terms include those that talk about affirmative action, anti-racism, critical race theory, discrimination, diversity, gender dysphoria, gender identity, transition, transgender, transsexual, and white privilege. Going on to say that the Naval Academy's purge led to the removal of books on the Holocaust, histories of feminism, civil rights, and racism. Maya Angelou's famous autobiography, I Know Why the Caged Bird Sings, is on a list of the 381 books that have been taken out of its library. Even went about pursuing Trayvon Martin, about the 2012 shooting of the black 17-year-old boy in Florida. When I got on here this morning, because I've been trying to take a break between Rodney Hinton, Shiloh Hendricks, that woman going on Piers Morgan, doubling down, white racist in here, followed up by black liberals, I had to just step back for a minute and make sure that when I addressed this black guilt shit, that it was clear and concise. A bunch of white MAGA supporters, racists, and a bunch of their black counterparts who are chucking and shucking and diving out in front of Bojangles in order for fried chicken, dark meat pieces, and watermelon rinds, have tried to commandeer the term black fatigue. Black fatigue. Before I show you the definition, black fatigue, and their definition is Americans being so tired of the ghettoification and Kool-Aid and big hair and nails and feeling guilty for their whiteness, commandeering the term. Like intersectionality in DEI, here's what black guilt really is. Black fatigue refers to the extreme exhaustion experienced by black individuals due to the cumulative stress of systemic racism and intergenerational trauma. It is coined by diversity and equity consultant Mary Frances Winters. This exhaustion manifests as physical, mental, and emotional weariness, resulting from the daily burden of facing prejudice, microaggressions, and the need to constantly prove oneself. Rodney Hinton Jr., that is a face of black fatigue. Black fatigue and Elijah McClain. Breonna Taylor's black fatigue. George Floyd's black fatigue. Philando Castile. Sandra Bland. Senior Airman Roger Fortson, Sonia Massey. Our icons, our radical icons, being martyred by the U.S. government, such as Reverend Dr. Martin Luther King, the arrest of 2 innocent men, with the death of Malcolm X. Shall we go on? What you actually mean is a white lash. Because Donald Trump, this administration, is a 250-year-old white lash. In response to tool of the system, first Black president, Barack Obama, and Black progress. Because the same way that the genetic trauma of slavery has been epigenetically imprinted on the descendants of formerly enslaved Americans, is the same way that racism, denialism, white supremacy is epigenetically imprinted on each and every one of you. It wants to be there. It needs to be there. It's in you. Because let's call a spade a spade. There were folks that did not vote for Kamala Harris because of her policy. And there are folks that did not vote for her because she was Black and that she was a woman. Because she did not lose the race because of Gaza. And we like to think, well, yes, Americans had that much humanity in them to turn away from genocide, to turn away, when that's not true. Remember something. Even though pro-Israeli sentiment is decreasing amongst Democrats and Republicans, it's only a 53-47 split. That wasn't enough. It was simply because she was Black. And now the Democrats have allowed this commandeering of this anti-Blackness to be shot back towards Black leftists and leftists of color, radicals, who are trying to snap us all awake to these things. That at the end of the day, the United States of America, because of the election of Trump, now there's no denying it. No denying it. And you can be mad at Khalil all he wants to, because the way he worded it, you may not have liked it, but he was correct. Y'all weren't going to do shit unless Donald Trump was back in that Oval. Weren't going to do shit. Congressional Democrats aren't doing shit up there. But instead, you have a bunch of politicians who are on the ground here, local and state, who are being arrested going to ICE detention centers. And unironically, a Black mayor was arrested going to an ICE detention center. Black fatigue? And the reason why that this Black fatigue thing has gotten so under your skin is that because you can no longer hide. Because the administration at the top shows exactly who you are at the bottom, because you both are not only mimicking each other top to bottom, you're exactly the same. And now you can't differentiate between a racist that voted for Trump and just a fucking racist. Is that you?
This is all I got from this video, and shout out to every one of them. They came really ready. Now I am going to ask this. I hope you all saw all the names she mentioned and the ones also she did not mention, because there are so many of them when we talk about Black fatigue. This is to tell you that Black people are already tired, because you all woke up and all I heard was Black fatigue from you people. It's really amazing how Black people, I don't know how Black people go through all these things. I mean, I don't know how my people have been living with you people for years, and we did not see it, and we did not know. Majority of us are finding out very late, but it is not too late, because anytime somebody wakes up, it's his morning. Because all these were the things we never knew. We never knew. And I am sorry. Maybe because a lot, sincerely speaking, I am sure majority people never knew this was what my people were going through, and what they had to go through just to make way for other people. That's why each time I see migrants being mean to Black people, it breaks my heart, because these people have really come a long way. And if not for them, I am sure majority of people won't be enjoying what they are enjoying, including other people, not just from Asian, Latino, Africans. They clear the path for you. And still, till this very moment, they are still going through it. What this brother said is true, because each time you see some videos, you go to the comment, you see how crazy these people are. The comment section is usually very weird. But then what do you expect from weirdos? They tell you go back to Africa. Pay reparations. Why are you not paying reparations? We do not want you to be sorry for what your ancestors did. Or you start telling us that you never knew your ancestors. No, just dismantle the system. Fine, you don't know your ancestors did. What are you doing to dismantle the system that vividly you can see that it's hurting a lot of people? What are you doing to dismantle it? What are you doing to make sure that people's lives are better? What are you doing? You are not doing anything. Rather, you want to add salt to the injury. So I am going to say this. You all haven't even seen anything. Because when I start mentioning names of Black people that we do not have anymore, I cannot mention it actually. Because they are numerous. And to my people, I am really sorry that you all have to put up with all this. Because every day is a new story. Every day is just another day to tell story. You wake up, you don't know if you're going to make it through or not. If your children are going to come back home or not. Because that is how they've made a system. You wake up and you might see Nazi walking around your community. It is their world. And a Black child cannot be a Black child because they make them grow so fast. They don't grow fast. The street will tell them. So Black people had to teach them from the onset, from the beginning, how to navigate it. For 10 years, you are already very mature because you have to be mentally fit for the outside. And you want to talk about Black fatigue. You all haven't seen anything. I am going to draw the curtain here and I will see you all in my next video. Bye for now.